I thought I had recorded. I thought I recorded. I had recorded. I thought I recorded. No, here's the thing. So I did say I had a reaction. I did do a reaction video to the New York Liberty's final roster cuts because, as I showed y'all in my last New York Liberty video, the training camp roster breakdown video, I showed y'all and I told y'all the cuts the New York Liberty were going to make. Now, in my Caitlin Clark WNBA debut video, you go check that video out, 2 videos down. I got a little into the New York Liberty breakdown and the team and what do I expect from the players. So this is a more in-depth look at the New York Liberty. I get it that we're 1 game in and they play tonight in about an hour. I'm recording this 1 hour away from game time. This is Indiana versus Fever versus New York Liberty. So basically Caitlin Clark versus Sabrina. I don't know if I'm going to watch all of that game. I think I'm going to try and go to the movies. Just because I've been wanting to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But I don't know if I should. I don't know, should I have to just wait tomorrow and get it for discount? I go watch during discount. I don't know. Certain movies I just don't like watching and then walking out the theater and the sun's still up. That to me feels weird. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this breakdown New York Liberty because I just wanted to expound on some of the notes that I was talking about in the later videos. And I really wanted to address our point guard situation. I've been doing these type of reactions and covering, WNBA for like 2 years on this channel for like 2 years now. And I've been saying the same thing ever since Sandy Brandella got the job and moved Sabrina to the 2. Okay, so I'm going to say this one more time. Or just this is like this is a tweet that I'd want to pin. This is a post on IG that I'd want to pin. This team goes the farthest when Sabrina Ionescu runs the 1. We can put Sabrina Ionescu at the 1 and have no problem with her being at the 1. I don't know what it is about Sabrina, but watching her play sometimes, it's weird because you watch her in practice, and I was watching her against some of the practice players for the Liberty, and she got a tough bucket against one of them. And I'm just like, all right, cool. So it's just like, if I see you navigating the physicality in practice, I get it's a practice player. They're just practicing. They're going 75%. I don't really care. I just want to see her creativity, right? If you can get through or not be bothered by the physicality while you're practicing, why is it that she's so flustered by the physicality in game? You get what I'm saying? Now she's off ball. She's the 2. She's moving around a lot more. Obviously, she has the ball. Doesn't have the ball in her hands as much as she used to, especially when she was at the 1 and Benaja was at the 2. So she doesn't have the ball in her hands as much as she used to. And her favorite player is Steph. So this makes me even more confused. Sabrina should be a better off-ball player than she was last season. Now, last season, she shot 45% from 3. That's great. But she also shot, even though she shot 40% from the field, she shot something it was in the 30s. I can't give you the exact number. It was high 30s, but she shot maybe 37, 38% from the field in general. So to me, it's if you're going to take on this role of being our sniper, right, which is fine. I'm cool with Sabrina just being a shooter. I don't think she's a 2, but I feel like she's limited. But if she's in this role, you might as well be good at the role. You get what I'm saying? I don't want her at the 2, obviously, but you might as well be good at it, right? But watching her in game get so caught up when a defender is physical with her, that's the change I'm looking for from Sabrina this season. I want to see, does the physicality still affect Sabrina? You get what I'm saying? The reason she's not at the 1 is because those defenders are pesky. They're physical. They like to get up on Sabrina because they can pluck the ball easy from her because she used to have a high dribble. I don't see her dribbling as high. Her dribble looks a little bit sharper, but she does still look flustered with the physicality. And she's at the 2 spot. So it's what are we improving on that you can be now more capable at the 2 spot than at the 1 spot? Because it seems to me you're just running into the same problems that you had at the 1 at the 2, right? And I'm like, Steph, your favorite player. Look at Steph's impact. Steph's impact isn't necessarily having the ball in his hands. Steph's impact grows bigger when he doesn't have the ball in his hands. His off-ball movement is what frees up so many different teammates, right? So Sabrina is like, she's really linear when she doesn't have the ball in her hands. And I'm just like, if you're going to play this 2 position, you might as well work on your off-ball movement. You might as well work on your gravity, your gravitational pull that you have, because you are our sniper. You are our 3-point shooter. You can shoot it from the logo, right? So it's like watching her against the Mystics. It was really like, damn, Sab, like this defender's riding you to the fucking top of the key. Push that defender off. Go back door. Or just relocate. Set a good screen. You want to be a good shooter. You want open shots. You yourself have to be a good screener. So you're screening JJ. They brought up Sabrina one time on a Horns play. If you want an open shot, make sure you set a good screen. You get what I'm saying? Now she's filling out different parts of her capabilities as a 2 player or as a sharpshooter. She's getting better at the 2. So when it comes time, obviously I want her in the 1. But let's say she's running the 1 and she has to go over to the 2 now. Now she's more capable at the 2. She knows what she's doing at the 2. But she kind of still looks slow for her role. It seems like she's still unfamiliar with the role that she has at this 2 spot, or how to be the most effective at this 2 spot. Now our point guard situation, Sloot, I don't know if Sloot is the best at our point guard situation. I don't think Marquisha Davis should be sitting on the bench. And I also don't think she should be, 10th player on the bench or whatnot. I don't think you give Leonie and Ivana Marquisha's minutes. I think and I said this in my training camp video, I think you have to fast track Marquisha Davis. You have to fast track Marquisha Davis, because I don't know how many times I'm going to be watching Courtney Vandersloot have an open lane to the hoop and run away from the hoop. Dribble away from the hoop and just try to find another teammate to set up. The lane is open. The lane is open, like right hand layup, left hand layup. And she'll duck around the hoop and look for an open teammate because she's not looking to score. Obviously, Marquisha isn't the best 3-point shooter, but this is why I said fast track her. You have to give her minutes. You have to let her go, because one thing Marquisha's not doing is fucking passing up an open layup. And when Courtney Vandersloot does take those layups, she's fucking missing bunnies. Like, she's missing point blank shots at the hoop. Everything Sloot is doing wrong, or everything Sloot is shying away from, we have someone on the bench, our rookie that we drafted, that can do those things that she doesn't want to do. So drive to the hoop, take the mid-range jumper, play decent defense, and switch off to a 2 guard if possible. Shoot the 3 ball, right? She's on the bench while Sloot passes up open layups. While Sloot can't run a pick and roll effectively. Like, you have to understand, if Sloot's not making herself an option on offense, fuck what the coach is saying. If Sloot's not making herself an option on offense, it's 4 versus 5. Why can teams like the Mystics, that should have no place hang with us in a game, beat us in 2 quarters, make us have to come back against them? It's because your starting 5 is a 4v5. And that can't work. So I don't really, at this point, like, I don't really care who you put at that 1, but that 1 has to get active. That 1 has to get active on offense. Hopefully they can handle themselves on the defensive end as well. We don't need Sabrina level defense at our 1 position. But you're playing a 4v5. And I don't know what coach is saying to Sloot. I don't know what Sloot's thinking, but we're playing a 4v5. I just look at some possessions from the Liberty against the Mystics, and you know what I see? I basically see, if Sloot was looking to attack, if Sloot was looking to make herself an offensive option, a lot of these plays that we're running wouldn't be so congested. because everyone knows we're going to Brianna, Sabrina, Jonquel, which is part of the reason I think Benaja was able to get off, because they know these are where the shots they're looking for is, and people tend to forget that Benaja Laney is a bucket. And that's kind of where she got off. It was just like her spots. Everyone's worried about JJ, Brianna, Sabrina. And then it's like, here's Benaja roaming. Like, y'all forgot about her. She can damn near do everything. You get what I'm saying? But the offense gets a lot crazier for defenses to defend if Sloot or if our one position is capable of going off offensively. I don't think it makes sense. Like, why have an evident, a clear weak point in the offense? To me, that doesn't make sense. So it's like, to me, it's like, I don't care who you put at that one position. You get what I'm saying? If there's no weak link, at least there's no weak link, like everyone can get their own shot, whatever. Everyone can run the offense. Go from there. That's what pisses me off the most, because Leonie's minutes, I say Leonie's like more like a 2. She's pretty tall. She's a pretty tall girl. You're like 6'3", 6'4", right? But she's a shooter. So she's like maybe 2, 3. Kayla obviously is like backup 3. But Ivana and Leonie's minutes, Sloot's bench minutes shouldn't be going to Leonie and Ivana. Those minutes have to go to Marquisha. And I'm not saying Ivana Dojkic can't get it going or Leonie can't get it going, but the player that I'm looking at that's probably more capable is probably Marquisha. Ivana's minutes should definitely be going to Marquisha. Leonie, she can defend. When she gets it going on defense, she can defend pretty well, and she can get her shot going too. So I'm cool with her getting minutes, but Marquisha's minutes, you got to give Ivana's minutes to Marquisha. You got to give it to Davis, because she's the one that's at least more offensively and defensively minded than Sloot. And if you're not paying attention to the New York Liberty guard situation, we can use some defense from our guards, which is why I'm still upset y'all cut Esmery Martinez, because she could have taught y'all things. She could have taught Sabrina things. What the fuck? I don't get how we have like, I don't get how some teams have problems, like certain problems with certain players, right? And they will have a more than capable player who's great at that skill. And the same teammate doesn't like, or what are they not teaching their teammate? Like, yo, this is where you stand. This is how you guard this. This is where I need you to be. I don't see that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't see it. It's like having a great offensive player who can shoot threes, not work with the player on the team who can't shoot threes. Marquisha should be with Sabrina, right? And I'm just using it as an example. I'm not sure if this doesn't happen or not, but I'm just saying, great three-point shooter, Sabrina. Marquisha should be training with Sabrina all the time after practice. This is how we're going to get our shots up. This is how we're going to work on our 3. Get your comfortable release, whatever. Catch you shooting off ball. Catch and shoot, off ball, off the dribble. Like, that's who you should be training with, right? Sloot should be training with Marquisha Davis. Yo, this is how we're going to finish. This is how we attack the hoop. This is the option we look for. Marquisha should be working with Sloot. This is how we read the offense. This is who we look for. This is how we know when to feed this big the ball, when to feed Sabrina, when to get Benaja going. You get what I'm saying? Like, iron should be sharpening iron. It doesn't seem that way to me. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it doesn't seem that way to me. But my biggest concern right now, and it's going to be interesting watching us versus the Fever, I feel like we should be okay. But the fact that I'm not even confident going into certain games, I'm just not. There aren't teams that are just like, oh yeah, we should whoop that ass. Because it's like, yeah, we should whoop that ass, and then we're in a close game with them. And then Aaliyah Boston sending the shit to overtime. It's like the fact that I can't be confident and say, oh yeah, this team's going to show up. We're good. I think part of that comes from the fact that our guard situation is still a mess. You get what I'm saying? And we need to figure that shit out. Hopefully, it'll be interesting. If you're not watching Indiana Fever versus New York, what are you doing? But it's going to be really interesting. I think Niara is going to get a lot of minutes this game. This game is going to be really interesting. So we'll see what happens. But that's my little rant. This is my little like full in-depth breakdown of what I saw with the New York Liberty and just like the problems we had for the past couple seasons. But that's going to do it for this video. If you all enjoyed it, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy. Take care. Be safe. I'm going to try to decide whether I'm going to watch this game. Maybe the first half. I might record it. Actually, I'm going to record it so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. And then I'll give you guys a full breakdown next video. But that's going to do it. I'm out of here. Take care. Be safe. Stay blessed. Peace.